can kind of start out at the combine. Overall, how can you describe your experience that you had while you were there?
Well, it was mostly business. Just very, very little fun, but mostly business.
Uh-huh.
Since first went down there, it was one thing after another after another. One thing that was real big for them was being on time. And if you're on time, then you're late. So
That's true.
about 15 minutes early to whatever you were doing. But like I said, if anything, it was more business than anything.
What teams requested interviews with you? If you could, can you elaborate on maybe the process and what it consisted of, and the kind of questions that you were asked?
But I met with a lot of teams. I met with Green Bay, and I met with the Lions.
Okay.
Some of the questions they consist of is it was I guess half of football 1-on-1, and the other half was I guess just getting to know you, what type of person you are, where you come from, and what has my community helped me thus far getting where I'm at today.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Was it intimidating for you, or were you pretty casual and relaxed?
I don't have nothing to hide, so I was prepared for anything that they had to throw at me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being honest, and the rest will take care of itself.
Analysts are kind of calling you a 3rd to 5th round pick, and I don't think they're really seeing your value. But what have you been told as far as your draft position?
Well, I haven't really been paying attention to the draft,
Uh-huh.
which round I'm gonna go on, whatever, because I can't really control that. So,
Uh-huh.
The main thing that I focus on is getting better each day. Work on a lot of my weakness, and just try to, be the best player that I can be. I'm gonna maximize my performance.
I understand you're in Columbia, finishing your education and getting your degree, and you're training with Coach Fitzgerald down there. Do you feel almost that you're at a disadvantage? I mean, because of the fact that so many of these other prospects are training at professional facilities, not knocking Carolina's facilities or the training staff by any means, but do you feel like you're kind of at a disadvantage because you're trying to earn your education, but at the same time you might be missing that experience with at a professional facility?
You know what? I don't need no disrespect to any of the NFL programs, workout facilities.
Uh-huh.
But I just made a rational decision, based off, what I feel like what's best for me.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I did. I feel like staying in school, graduating, and getting my diploma was important.
Now, do you feel more comfortable on the line, as a defensive end or as a linebacker? I think, with your size, granted, you're clearly getting bigger. You have every year since you've been at Carolina. But do you feel like you'd be more comfortable on the line in the NFL or dropping back and adjusting to, a 3-4 scheme in the NFL?
I feel comfortable playing either one.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of the teams that I met with were 34 teams, and it was very few teams I talked to running 4-3. So either way, I got experience with standing up and my hand down, so I'm prepared for whatever they want to play me at.
Do you feel as a leader, as one of the main leaders of the defense, that you were able to kind of help maybe mold Devin Taylor, another defensive end, and kind of helping him develop his game as such a young guy? Again, he came in, I guess it was a redshirt freshman, and was almost starting, immediately and stuff. But do you feel like you were kind of integral in helping him?
I feel like, I led by example. Devin, he doesn't really talk much, but I showed him. I was an example of how he wanted to play, and Devin, he just picked on.
Mm-hmm.
Playing full speed, making tackles. I really didn't have to say much to him. He's a smart kid. He does the right thing, and he just picked on. It just started clicking.
Can you sum up your experience, as a 4-year starter under Coach Spurrier? Obviously I can't answer this question for you, but I think, yeah, he had to have been a pretty big influence in you coming to South Carolina. But how can you sum up your experience, playing underneath him?
I can remember when I remember the game that I came to before I committed. It was the Auburn game about 5 years ago. We were so close to winning that game. After the game, Coach Berry said it was one defensive end away from winning that game, and that meant a lot to me. So that motivated me to commit to South Carolina.
Yeah.
It made me a better player. I can remember the Tennessee game my freshman year. I think I ran into the punter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I ran into the punter. I think I see it on your site.
Yeah, I got that picture.
That's when I ran into the punter. Coach Berry got on me pretty good.
What's your schedule consisting of? You're in school full time and you're training. How are you able to balance all this? What's the schedule consisting of?
It's pretty tough, but more physical. It's more of a mental thing.
Yeah.
Taking 5 classes right now. I work out about 3 times a day. Once in the morning, one around noon, and then another one late at night.
Mm-hmm.
Cardio. You just gotta be really strong to do something like that. I mean, anybody can do it, but like I said, you gotta be mental. It's all mental.
I know it was pretty important. I think pretty early on in your career, and as you've grown as a defensive end, to be able to put on weight. You're up to what now? Close to, I guess, maybe 260.
About 255.
255.
255ish.
You haven't? Has it been pretty easy for you to put on weight, or is it hard? Balancing the cardio and everything, and trying to bulk up, or do you feel like maybe you need to stay where you're at in case you get drafted as a linebacker? How's your weight playing into your style right now?
I think I'm in pretty good shape right now. Around 255, 260ish.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you never know if they want me standing up with my hand down. But gaining weight or losing weight is no problem to me. It took me 4 years to put it together and figure out how to lose it or how to gain it.
Definitely.
So I think I got that down pat.
If there's something that you could kind of tell the fans, in relationship to the time you've had at Carolina, maybe like a thank you or words of encouragement, or kind of something to sum up to the fans how you feel during your experience at Carolina.
Well, I just want to say, I just want to thank the Gamecock Nation for everything they've done for me. I wish I could have redshirted my freshman year or my sophomore. Any one of them years, I wish I could have redshirted. I could be there a little longer because it's not their fact. Some of the greatest fans in the world.
Absolutely.
And if I had to do it all over again, I would do everything the same.
Great. Yeah, I mean, as a Carolina fan, it's gonna be tough to see you go, man. You've been a mainstay on that line.
Hey, don't make a break now.
I won't do it to you.